Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Strife Gal. We are playing some more Final Fantasy IV Randomizer. This one, we're going to do another custom run now that we've got the 4.0 version. This is what I'm calling Yang %. You have to do everything related to Yang. In this case, you have to beat the karate boss, you have to defend Fabul, blow up the super cannon, wake Yang up with the pan, and then return the pan to his wife. I've tried one of these before, and it ended up being a longish one, so I'm hoping that this is not quite as bad. We'll see. Unfortunately, the ones with boss flags in them are really unpredictable because you can end up having to hunt all the way up to the moon to find the karate boss, which is what I had to do last time. So we're gonna start off here. Make sure flag is no free lunch for characters, but not for quests, which I need to remember. So I need to go get check in with Edward right away. Okay, let's go. Yang and Kane. It's a very... Oh, that's actually really good. So that makes that first trip even better. We're going to be able to raid all 3 rooms of the treasury in... I think that's Toroya, right? While we're going and getting the treasure from Edward. So I think we're going to start with that. We'll come back to Baron. Oh. Objectives for the run are defeat karate, Fabul. Yeah. I like the fact that it stops and tells you that. Just in case. And that it shows them on the title screen. Those are both things that it did not do in the earlier versions. And you could run into problems where if you may have missed one flag or didn't realize one flag, and it can cause problems. One of the other features they added in the 4.0 version is that basic kit that we're starting with. You basically start with, let's see, what is it? Life, tent, cure. We start with the pan. Okay. We're in really, really good shape for a start. That effectively gives us half of our objectives once we get down to the underground. And defend Fabul is a free one. I literally just put it in there as a because it fits the theme, but it's really free. Lots of crystal. Jeez. Okay, I saw a ribbon in there, which is actually the thing I'm most excited about. Lots of that's going to just get sold. Some of it's going to be really good if we find an Edge or a Cecil, but for the most part it was a mediocre haul. I did see a strength ring, though. Wind Spear. It's better than what we've got. I'm thinking let's dive... I'm thinking we're just going to do Damsian. I'm thinking we're just going to go to Damsian and Antlion right away. Mostly looking here for other items that would be beneficial. Like cabins, which are strictly better than tents. In important ways in this game. Actually, real quick. Now we know. Antlion. Or we need to check the boss locations like that for karate. If we happened to find it really early, this is going to be a really short seed. I'm okay with that at this point, though. The goal with these custom ones was to make it shorter. Check the boss. Moon boss. Oh, should have let that play out so I could tell which boss was off the table. I mean, it's basically just to see if Wyvern is in that location, and if so, we can just ignore, or we don't have to worry about Star Veils the same way. Otherwise, we literally have to keep Star Veils in stock. But it's not worth going back. Another Gaia. We're doing okay on gear. I haven't seen it. It really depends on who we find, I think, because a lot of the stuff we've been pulling has not been for the characters we have. A few of them have. Like, it hasn't been terrible, but I don't think we've gotten anything, like any endgame stuff yet. Which is, I mean, we're really early on. But, and it is flagged, so you're less likely to get that. That was probably an unnecessary save. Oh well. So yeah, if we find like an Edge or a Cecil, we're gonna be golden. There's our black belt. That's what I wanted. Yang has just got way better. Black belt, strength ring. I think we got an ice claw, so he's got 2. We're in good shape there. That one piece of equipment makes a huge difference. Kane, I know, has samurai armor. Wind spear is okay. I know I picked up a shield. There's been some okay stuff, like I said. Nothing amazing. No cat claws, no, high-end spears or axes. So I'm almost positive we got a shield. Oh, a samurai shield. Yeah, we'll just leave that on for now. Drain Spear is terrible. I should have actually sold that just because. Let's go Diamond Helm. And Diamond. Okay. Oop. Ice Claw. Ribbon. Black Belt. Strength Ring. Ashura. Okay. Let's see if we can get the timing down. I did this last time with a worse party, so I think I can pull it off. That was bad. So the AI in this is kind of broken. You can get her into a loop right after she casts Life, where she will cycle back around to Life. We technically have other strats we could use, but this is the least resource usage. The other one is to impose Reflect. With the Star Veils. And you basically just have to use 2 Star Veils, one to cast Reflect on yourself, and then another to cast it on her. And it is a pain. Baron Key. Okay, so we've got a couple locations right off the bat. We still have the Earth Crystal, which will let us get into the Tower of Zot. And we've got the Baron Key that will let us get into Baron Castle. We are not high enough level, and we do not have the party for that yet. So, yeah. We also get access to the Weapon and Armor Shop in Baron, which in this case will be higher level than what we've got. So that's good. The way shops are gated, every key item that's required to get to it makes it a higher level, and the further removed it is, the better. I'm not even sure that's worth it. Let's see who the moon boss is. If I think I can do it, it'll just be a quick run, but I'm not super expecting this to go well. There we go. Always a chance Cecil can be useful, but he's generally not great. So, without the moon boss rewards mixed in, there's way less swords in the pool. You don't just get Excalibur, you have to make it with Adamant and Legend, so it's 2 key items to make. It's super out of the way. And the odds of getting something like Crystal Sword when we're not going to be spending time like going through moon dungeons, is way lower. Crystal Sword, Avenger, all of that is way less common. Same with Rydia, actually. Her summons aren't in the key item pool. So she's way less useful in that regard, too, because you don't get Bahamut. Okay, we're going to go defend Fabul. Oh. Yeah, whatever. I really don't care because he's going to start over at level 1 in a little bit anyway, so levels don't matter nearly as much when he's a Dark Knight. It'll drain short. Okay. I need to clear out my inventory because we've got tons of space starting, or tons of stuff starting to take up space. I guess that's a good reason to use Cecil. I wasn't even thinking about that. Let's whip. Black Wizard. Okay. Throw rages in case we have to fight Knazo with a party that doesn't have Black Mage. I'm gonna play this safe. This party's pretty solid for early game just because of its hit points, but doesn't have a ton of damage output unless we get some better items. So Yang is very level dependent. Demist. Okay, we can deal with that. Yeah, we should be good. Really? That's hesitation just cost me an attack, and I'm gonna get counterattacked now. But it shouldn't do much. I'm guessing it's only gonna do, yeah, minimal damage. Let's keep Cecil alive, I suppose. It's at least gonna make things easier. This is a boss that once you get the pattern down, it's pretty straightforward. I don't feel like we're really in a big risk most of the time, unless I screw up. Unless it's at a very high attack location or we're really underleveled. But usually in those spots, you end up wanting to go with like a blink strat. You put blink up on your whole party in between while it's misted. Hey, tower. Tower key is what we need to complete one of the other objectives, to blow up the super cannon. So we now, once we get underground access, we'll have access to complete 3 of them. we can go up to the throne room. I keep forgetting that. There's 4 items up here. Thunderclaw's good. Gives us more options with Yang. Warfax is good. That lets us back row Kmain. I generally feel like Thunder is more, or it comes up more often than Ice for weaknesses. And we can always change it on the or from the menu if we need to. Okay, so we still need a way underground. We also still need some characters. I don't feel like we're quite ready for ordeals yet. Let's try Baron. We haven't actually looted Baron. We can also go to the Baron item shop. Blizzard Spear. Let's see. I don't know what other we're getting into this little weird point in the middle where you're not sure which characters you're getting, and you don't want to sell everything, but you need to sell enough to make money. So we need Dragoon here. Yeah, he doesn't have anything better, so we do want that samurai armor. $12,000 more. This is one of those, like, I'm pretty sure the right move. No, I think we're going to do this. I'm pretty sure that's the right move. Crystal Armor is the best armor in the game for Cecil, but it comes at a price. Which is you can't berserk him, which is really important late in the game. Got to pop into Rose's house. Poison Claw will equip here in a second. So Kane just got way better. We'll see who the other character we can recruit here is. It's not going to be Edge, because Edge can only be found behind a key item spot. Ice armor. Figures. We get armor for Kane right after all of that. Although that's actually also armor Cecil can now equip. Once he becomes a paladin. Rydia. Okay, Rubicant being in that spot is really good because this is the one of the really low end spots. Oh, that's right. While the cape is open, he counterattacks with... That's not good. It's a good thing there's not another boss fight right after that. And it's not a moon boss. Just trying to get them to spread their attacks out. And if I can keep one alive... apparently my reflect wasn't... or was too early. Okay. So that fight's gonna be a pain. I'm honestly thinking I might go do ordeals first. For the levels, if nothing else. D-Lunar is nasty. Rune Armlet's good. Those are all terrible pieces of equipment, but whatever. Elements fight. This is an okay spot for that. Poison Claw? Where are you? Thunderclaw. Flawless. We just want to punch. And... there we go. Leviathan. That's the person to cast it on, I suppose. That's unfortunate. Oh, big wave. Hey, big wave going before Kane is good. By the way, that difference in damage right there is why I was saying I was glad it hit Kane. Dragoon Armlet makes him strong against ice. He's got decent magic defense from all of his equipment. Comparatively to Cecil. I'm not expecting this to be hard, but I do want to just make sure. Vanilla Legend. Well, I'm glad I kept Cecil. If we find an adamant, we're in good shape. That was really close and scared the crap out of me. Pretty much the whole trick with Wyvern is you have to get that run cancel to cause him to delay his action for a moment and get a Star Veil up as soon as you possibly can. And that location doesn't give XP, so I don't care if it's just one person. I'm a little disappointed that this spot was not aggression. Nothing on our deals actually gave us progress. No karate fight, no underground, or no key item that would give us another location to check. But we do have a bunch of locations already. Let's go through real quick and equip him. Does he actually have a weapon besides Legend? I mean, honestly, that could be interesting. Yeah. Crystal Shield. Crystal Helmet. Ice Armor. Diamond Gauntlet, I guess. Okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna... I want to try this. So, I now have a basically invincible backline. Let's try this again. D-Lunar should barely be able to touch these guys. Except Yang. I'm gonna give him the ribbon and rune because I want him to have the highest defense possible for this. Okay, so for this part, we want to do jump and power. And not forget to do jump and power, because you can't counterattack. Okay, Cecil's level 9 now. D-Lunar. Get our health back up quick. I may have done the reflects too early. Yep. I hate this boss so much. I do all my equipment changes. Okay, good. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna go to a different boss first. Pretty sure this should be okay. We'll know real quick. See if we waited long enough. There we go. So if you get those reflects off at the right time, these guys end up turning into frogs from their own effect. Especially since we've already beaten Wyvern, I'm definitely okay with burning some Star Veils for this fight. It's a really obnoxious fight and a really difficult fight. Okay, let's see. Twin Harp and Rydia. Rydia's good. Not great, but good. We need to rearrange party a bit, but that's okay. Stardust Rod. Actually, we want to do Archer, Ice, Stardust Rod. Bandana. Ribbon. I believe black is better than wizard. Yes. And rune. So that's finally done. That was rough. We can go through the waterway as long as we're here. We can't beat the Odin spot probably, but we can check it. One of the big things here is we don't need to... Oh. Glad I did that. That would have been really annoying to have to walk back out. That's probably okay. Ether's intense. No, not gonna bother. Ooh, wrong key. Oop. So the first boss for this section is really not a problem, and the second boss shouldn't be at this point. Bacchus wine, really good. Ice brand, thank God. Sword for Cecil. This also gives us access to the Baron Treasury, which is almost worth it in and of itself. Dragoon Shield. That makes me happy. By the way, the reason we haven't been using the Dwarf Axe is because the Dwarf Axe has a low to hit rate. There's a little percentage listed next to it. Axes have a very low accuracy, so they tend to do lower damage. this game still uses a lot of the formulaic like multi-hit system that a lot of the older games use. So like as you get higher level, you get multiple weapons. Odin right off the bat. Okay, this is a good spot for Odin, I think. Awesome. Rita gain 10 levels. Cecil will probably gain... Yep, about the same. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and loot down here. I'm not going to actually do the boss, but I figure may as well do this while we've got the opportunity. I'm feeling fairly confident regarding doing the second boss here, so... Seriously... I missed the Charm Claw. That's nice. Okay, so we want to real quick do Sylph, Asura, and Soma drop on Rydia. So that's actually going to make Rydia a lot better as a healer. Sylph is amazing in that regard, especially as the game goes on. It's also neat because it bypasses Reflect. Do I actually want to exit here? Do I want to go back to my save point, or do I just want to keep going? I think we're just going to keep going. We've already fought Wyvern, Odin, Leviathan, Ogopogo, Taildim, Maggot Sisters. That should be okay. Should be okay in this spot. Okay. Now these could hit pretty hard. So Sylph bypasses reflect on the enemies, and bypasses reflect on us for healing, making it really good. That's not the person we wanted on. Luckily, Cecil is up next. Awesome. Yeah, we're in good shape. That will hurt. That's not good. I do want everybody alive for this so they get the XP. I'm very excited to see what we get for, Oh, we get another character too. I forgot about that. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Rat. That'll be okay if we get the hook. So let's real quick take care of our... So I want to put Kane in the front row. And I want to put Sid in the middle. Because he tends to have very low agility. He is a good agility anchor. Agility in this game is relative, so your characters get higher or lower agility, or go at a higher or faster or slower rate based on the rest of the characters. So Sid being in the middle is important in that regard. So we just saved so that I can go fight Odin's spot. I'm not actually going to fight it because there's no reward for it. Well, there is a reward for it, but it's not an important reward. Can't be a key. Summons aren't in the key item pool. So we're going to go down here. Literally just check what the fight is, and if it's not karate, we're going to exit. If it is karate... Okay. So I think we're headed this way because we need to check both Twin Harp and Zot. So we're going to do Twin Harp first. We're still low enough that Sid's okay. And we don't have to fight Zeromus, which makes Sid much better. One thing I mentioned in the other seed I've run is I like the fact that you don't have to have a party that can beat Zero Miss to be functional in this. And after this Cave Magnus, we're gonna take a quick break because I feel like I don't know when these the timing on these runs is really random. And last time I tried recording something, I got caught in an hour and 40 first segment, and I don't want to have that happen again. So we're just gonna take a break at the hour mark, regardless. And if it ends up being 10 minutes, then I don't feel like it was nearly as disjointed as if it were an hour and a half. I ended up finishing that video off stream and not posting it because it was long and miserable. It was very late at night, and I was not enjoying myself. The commentary was not good, the video was not good, and it was an hour and 40 for a segment. Let's see what Dark Elf has for us after we go through all the cutscene stuff. This is a very physical attack party. If we find a source for Bacchus wines, it'll be a lot better. Ugh. Maybe a little lower level than we should be for this. Oh well. We'll find out. And there's a decent chance that it won't be a super hard boss. We've got lots of free bosses left. We've got Gauntlet, we've got Eblin, we've got both of the soldiers. We've got Water Hag. Like, there's lots and lots and lots of things this could be. Could be karate. Oh. I'm pretty sure this was the song for the last one, too. That's really impressive. If 2 boss music. Oh, I forgot about Tiara. Oh well. We know it's not Wyvern. Where is that? Thought I had a kamikaze. There it is. Potentially cutting this a little closer than I should be, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay. Maybe. Ended up working out. I did wait a little too long, but it ended up working out. We've gotten almost every moon boss already. I mentioned Pale Dim. I don't think we actually fought Pale Dim, but actually at this point, that must be what the Darkness Crystal. Okay. So just for the record, there is no, there's almost no reason for me to go to the moon until I'm ready to look for the karate boss. Unless we find sirens. We can get another character, but honestly, I think we're okay for now. So basically Magma Key or Hook has to be here, I think. Or did I get Hook and I'm being dumb? Nope, I'm right. It's a problem you run into as you run a bunch of these. Start second guessing. Oh, was that? Did I already do that? I'm technically halfway through another one, but this is the time I could actually record, so. Luckily that one was pretty straightforward so far. First location here isn't super hard. Let's do our last tent, get that out of the way. Hopefully it won't be a super hard boss. And then actually take the break that I was going to take, because I just remembered that. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.